Hey guys, my name's Connor. I'm from Sydney, Australia, and I'm 18 years old. My business is called Stakk Jobs, and to be honest, there's not really a great story behind the name. When I first started the company, I was trying to figure out what a great name would be, and after a couple of days of trying to come up with something, I was so over it that I just decided to go for something super simple. I shortened the phrase "students at work" into Stakk and added a K for no apparent reason other than it looked better than just the 1K. So, yeah. I started my business 2 years ago, start of 2018. I was talking to a mate of mine about how difficult it was for students like us to find work, despite how willing we were to help out around people's homes. And this idea sort of snowballed, and within a month I'd hired a developer to build me this website that could take bookings, and then we'd be able to get students onto them and help some people out around their house. Since then, it's really grown. Now things have changed to the point where people that want to hire come onto our website, fill out a quick booking form, and we have a list of over 100 students ready and willing to work, and we vet them and get them onto jobs. I guess we sort of fill this gap in the market where people usually over the age of 30 to 35, they lack time, but they have the money to hire other people to come in and help out around their homes, just doing things like gardening and cleaning. So we pretty much cater to anyone in that age range that is looking for work and wanting a lot of the time to help out their local high school students. So it's really just me running the business at the moment. I have had quite a bit of help from other students who started off working for Stakk and then have sort of graduated to helping me with the back end. I've also been quite lucky in that a lot of the very talented entrepreneurs and venture capitalists in Sydney and around Australia have been willing to help me out with my venture. So they've chipped in with advice here and there, and that's also been super helpful. It's really far from superpowers, but I had started a couple of businesses before this one, and I found myself in a position where whenever I found a problem that I was facing, it was just something that I figured I was the one to try and fix. So once I started it, I guess just the drive to keep going is what's got Stakk to where it is today. As a solo founder, you sort of have to cover every aspect of the business at the start. So through that, I guess I've developed a pretty broad set of skills, nothing that I've particularly specialized in, far from marketing. Marketing is something I really took to when I started the business, and it's actually ended up meaning that I've helped out a couple of other businesses with their marketing. We had a really good cost per acquisition at the start of the running of Stakk, and we've maintained that the whole way through, and it's one of the key metrics I go by at Stakk. The other thing is, with managing such a large workforce of students, people management has been something that I've really been forced to develop a skill in, and it's definitely not something that one can perfect early, but I like to think I'm getting there. I don't know if I've got really one ultimate goal with this business, but one thing that's kept me on the straight and narrow from the start has been the sort of North Star objective, which was to be the leading employer of high school students in Australia and hopefully the world. So if I had to pick one goal, that would be it. I don't think there's really one piece of advice you could give someone on how to create a successful business. The only one I've ever really given is that you should just start. It's what I did. I started selling Cokes out of my locker when I was in grade 7, so I was 12 years old. And if it wasn't for that, it might have meant that I wouldn't have started the 3 future businesses that I had after that. If you don't start, then you won't really know if it's something that you're passionate about doing. If anyone out there would like to connect with me, my handle on Instagram and Twitter is Connor A. Cameron. Connor spelled Connor. And for anyone that's looking for advice, I'm always willing to share what I've been through. So my business email is connor@stakk.com.au. Feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to chat. Cheers.